Yeah.
You can buy it. On. Really? Pretend you make them. I like that. Yeah. Okay. Am I wrong?
Okay. This is the Truth and Reconciliation Committee meeting for Sioux Lookout. Today's Tuesday, May the 20th. And we are at the council chambers. I'm Darlene as the chair, and I shall call the meeting to order. Number 2, land acknowledgements.
Do it again. So we acknowledge we are on the traditional territory of the Latzo First Nation, then Treaty 3, and that many of the people and communities that we serve in Sioux Lookout, traditionally known as Wananina Wangang, meaning Bay of Sandy Beaches, comes from Treaties 5 and 9.
Thank you. All right, number 3 now, the approval of the agenda. 3A, introduction of amendments to the agenda.
I just have one, sorry. I just didn't see enough. So I did send in our Rocks to Action to the Blueberry Festival.
Yeah.
We have it set for Monday, August 4th at 10 I just said 10 a.m. to 1 p.m., but it doesn't really matter. Just so it can take place during the Hudson Block Party, because we're trying to get more things to do during the Hudson Block Party. So I thought this should be a good opportunity. I'm still working with MTO to have the highway shut going into Hudson. Haven't heard back yet, but hopefully, we'll have the whole street to have the Rocks to Action this year.
That's under new business arising.
Yeah.
Okay, from the minutes, okay. Action, okay. Number B, was there anything else? Sorry. No, okay. Number B, will confirmation of the agenda. We need a mover, seconder.
I'll move. Second.
Naomi moves and Reese second. Okay. And business arising from the minutes, the Rocks to Action. Adopt the minutes first. Sorry. Oh, I went one step ahead there. I missed that step because I was writing on the, okay, so number 4, sorry about that. Declarations of pecuniary interest. Nobody? Usually, no, okay. And Reese, okay, no, never mind. Here, I'm just writing her name. Number 5, the adoption of the minutes from April 15th, 2025. They looked okay to me.
I made the updates that you sent it.
Yeah.
We just need to change Alana's name in the first one, just 1A. And then the rest of it changes to 1A.
Which one?
So update on Gala, Alana should have 1. And then the 5th point should be 1 again. When you move on, it's back down to 1A. 1N, 1N, oh my goodness. Need 2A.
Okay.
It was in the front too. Okay, I will fix Alana's name.
Okay, all right, so the April 15th adoption of the minutes. Are we done with them? So Reese moves. And who wants to second? Hi, Eileen, okay. Eileen seconds. Okay, now we're on number 6, the business arising from the minutes. And we have Rocks to Action by Reese.
Yeah, so yeah, I filled it out, sent it into the Blueberry Festival. again, same event description as last year, nothing really to change. I just added that there will be a there will be a survivors circle to share. That's the only thing I added from last year. So yeah, I guess we can be part of the Hudson Block Party. So I think we good. I think hopefully we'll get more people than last year, right? So
Last
yeah,
year.
we got turnout too, and it was actually like pretty fun. So yeah, Monday, August 4th. So that's the holiday from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. I just said 10 a.m. to 1 p.m., but it could be.
No, we should borrow for the Survivor Circle a fire pit from the town because they bought them for the Bannock Bake Off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good idea.
Just borrow one of those and then we'll get, because we have some orange chairs. Maybe we'll get a few more orange chairs.
I would also suggest maybe contacting and partnering with bringing the children home event.
Yeah,
So they might actually bring out a lot of information and
Jeremy.
their initiative. So
So who will are you gonna contact Jeremy Capay then?
yeah, I can do that.
yeah,
No, a speaker, yeah, because we had a speaker last year.
Just somebody to get my story.
just
Yeah.
a speaker.
Yeah.
Should we also get Victor Lyon to
Do a teaching.
opening? Yeah.
Do you want to do?
Yeah,
music?
yeah, same thing.
He did a very good job of the teaching.
Yeah.
Last year we wanted it to be on rock. Do we want a specific teaching this year? Or do you want him to choose?
Maybe he'll have something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
something that's applicable. It's happening in the world right now. Yeah.
Mhm.
Michael, the elders. Because that was a nice
Opening.
segue to open, right?
Hmm.
Culturally appropriate.
And I do have some dried, like old tobacco, if we want it.
Okay, yeah, good idea. Okay.
Those leaves are nice and big, eh?
Yeah, they're huge, actually. It's in my basement. I keep bumping it.
I'll wait until like June to reach out because May is a bit too early.
Yeah.
Now, do we have to do the motion to approve the money for the event now, or do we wait, Megan? Should we do that now?
You could do that now, just in case we don't have.
Yeah, because we have to pay our.
You find who the name was you're gonna contact, though I didn't catch that.
Victor Lyon, yeah, the same. So Jeremy Capay, Capay, Capay.
With bringing our children home initiative.
Okay, so yes, if you want to do your motion, for spending money, that's good.
Well, we did 250 last year, right? For him?
I can't remember.
I can't
I
remember.
think it was
It's an
200.
approved amount, isn't it? Like there's an approved amount for the elders, isn't there?
Yes, you did a motion last year,
No,
I
Miriam?
think it was 200, I don't have the binder in front of me because it's in Michelle's office, but I think it
Why
was.
don't we say up to 250,
Yeah,
then
up to 250.
100 to
Yeah.
250.
because I think we bought them a gift. That's what they
Oh, yeah.
give them a gift. Yeah.
Honorarium.
Yeah, an honorarium. Yes, the honorarium cash and then a gift, yeah.
Hmm.
You make the motion?
Yeah. I guess motion to spend up to $250 for honorarium. And maybe just say for an elder for the for the Rocks to Action event.
I move. Speaker? Oh, and the speaker, so between the two of them?
Yeah.
That's the speaker last year.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Rather than the elder, the speaker and the elder.
No, the elder was the speaker.
Yeah, Victor Lyon, yeah.
Yes,
Is there gonna be another one?
you're asking the speaker and an elder, right?
No, we're asking Victor Lyon to be the elder and speaker.
Oh,
And then Jeremy Capay, we're gonna try to partner with him,
Mhm.
On some of their initiatives?
Yeah.
their own initiative.
I'm sure they will come out.
Yeah,
Okay, so moved by Naomi and seconded by,
Yeah.
all in favor. Oh, yeah, I keep forgetting that. Okay, and all in favor for the number 3 and number 5, okay. Yeah. I moved too fast here. Number, and if there's nothing else from Business Horizon, then we'll move on to number 7. Delegations, presentations, and committee presentation. And there are none.
And we wanted to talk about that when Naomi was here because she liked the idea of us doing those and trying to organize a speaker coming so that we could
Oh, yeah.
have them recorded.
We had thought about Jeremy, right? Yeah,
I'm gonna do a presentation.
yeah,
That would be great.
So
yeah.
you guys want to organize that for the next meeting then? Can we do that?
You bringing the children home? Yeah. So who will contact him? Oh, there's Alana.
Do you want to contact him since you know?
Yeah, sure, okay. Put my name down to contact him.
Alright.
The June meeting.
Yeah.
And we said like our meetings are taking about an hour, so he could speak for an hour, 30 minutes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
like a meeting. Turkey meat.
Mm.
I didn't put the name with mustard on, so if you want it, yeah, that.
UG mustard.
Yeah.
Mustard.
Sorry.
So, all right, number 8 now, items for discussion, the working group check-in.
Yes.
How are we doing?
So not a full lot to update just yet. Staff compiled all the emails and contact information to send out an invite to the organizations and businesses. So that's some other stuff that was going on that they needed to do first, but so yeah, so the official invite should go out by the end of the week, once we set a date. And then we'll move forward from there. So I already confirmed IFNA as a potential sponsor. So I'll know more like once we get going and stuff like that, so.
No, I did reach out to 7 Gens about their space. So they don't actually own the gym. The gym is owned by Kenora District Services Board. So they are reaching out to them to figure out the logistics and get back to us. So they do own the kitchen. So the kitchen isn't an issue if we can get the gym. So they'll get back to us hopefully soon. And I did say to him that we would hold the liquor license. Is that correct, right? So we would rent the space, hold the liquor license, and hopefully they would be able to do the food if they have that in place. If not, we'll have to find someone that would go in and use their kitchen.
That's kind of where things.
And which gym are we talking about?
Definitely.
QE building.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
for the-
for the gala, yeah.
Yeah, they're turning it into like eventually an event center, right? Like that's their goal. To run events there, because they have a big commercial kitchen.
There's at least you can fit 200 people in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Nicely and easily.
I think that's what there would be a fire restriction. I think it's 200 people.
I think, yeah.
Yeah, and then we're looking for sponsorships, not so much of a money donation. I think once we get our budget together, we're just gonna compile a list and then, cause sometimes it's easier, like finance wise, if say somebody's gonna pay for the gym rental and
Yeah.
somebody's gonna pay for like break it down that way. Or for organizations kind of, and then it's not like we're coming in and asking for like. It's a little easier to say yes to, so.
Mhm.
And once we pick a date, we should see whether we can get like someone to do music, like someone like Nick Sherman or somebody.
Yeah, so once we set the date, I'll send the invite for the first meeting here, but I don't see it being too much of a like it's, it's gonna be a good event. And then the one thing we were kind of tossing back and forth was, because we've just been talking to some people about like, what we're gonna put on is for people who have passed so that we can include more. Have like a screen going in memoriam of
Mhm.
all the people in the past who've done things, and then just a little, of like, cause I'm sure there's a lot, and yeah, I think that would be a good way for, you know.
Everyone to be included, because I know Peggy Sanders, there are other people, like even,
People that we can really.
yeah, Garnet
on there
and
Yeah, so,
Anna Fiddler and them as well. So.
Mhm, yeah.
so, and you know, slowly putting the word out, so. Looking for, you know, like we had talked about, First Nation designers and stuff to do like a mini fashion show or whatever, and. So, you know, we're. Bits and pieces here, but once we set a date, I think that's when it can really move forward, but yeah, so that's kind of where we're at. And then,
Was there a cost for the gym if we, did they say?
He couldn't say because he didn't own it, so
Yeah.
he's going to, I think that we could ask them to donate it, because it is the Kenora District Services Board.
In kind, right?
Yeah.
Donation.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And same with Seven Gens with the kitchen. So, but I'm not sure what the rules would be, like, because it is an industrial commercial kitchen, like they had the kitchen gutted and it's an industrial kitchen. So I'm sure they would want the person who goes in there to have some type of certification.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Have to figure that out.
I got my safe food handling.
See it, bud.
Yeah.
A smart serve.
Yeah, Smart Serve too. I have that too. Yeah. When you have to, yeah.
Might be bartending.
Still have
And, yeah,
really proud.
could MC. And how much would they want? I wonder.
oh yeah, we've made a list of potential MCs and kind of going on.
They have to be from this area.
Brent has emceed a lot of events.
Mhm.
It's a good job of the ones he's done, and he is on our committee, so.
Brent has been voluntold.
Yeah.
He seems to enjoy it.
Yeah.
What's the date for the gala?
We haven't
picked
waiting
one.
on the space first.
Year?
November.
My year.
This year in November, so.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And are we looking at, I never thought of this till just right now, would it be a weekday or a weekend?
I like a Friday night.
Yeah, I will say.
November and Friday, okay. All right, I think that's.
Now, should I talk about the museum cabinet?
Sure.
I did order the pop-up sign
Oh.
for the museum display and the 2 signs. We haven't got the artifacts yet. So hopefully the rec center will be on that soon. They're trying to get spring sports up and running, and then they're gonna focus on that. So. Lisa? And once we get, he designs them, I'll send them out for people to see before we actually order them, once we get the proof.
Okay, number 2, the door decals. Reese?
Yeah, so we got them printed. I know that we did 250, but for 50 of each, it only came to what, like 149 or something like that, 150. So I've been handing them out just here and there, like at the 3 hostels, for Slifna. What else I handed out? Handed out at the airport, at the front door here to the town. I mean, everyone, you're more than welcome to take them and wherever you want, distribute them as you want.
Come on, my vehicle. No, just kidding.
I've met a few.
I know, I've seen them around town too. They do look good. Wonderful.
And maybe we should just state just in the meeting, just so that people know, the purpose of these decals are to get the original name of Sioux Lookout out there,
Yeah.
to normalize it, that people know what it is.
Marvelous.
So this is the original name of Sioux Lookout on these decals, right?
Yeah, but I mean, like, I spoke to, like, I put these up also at the Wellington, and the owner was like, oh, yeah, you know, what a great idea, so,
To hear.
I
yeah,
think it will be well received.
yeah.
I think for tourists,
Mhm.
you know, to get a little bit of history.
Well, I know when people are going around town and they see the standees up, they're like, oh yeah, that's so good to see. Like, it's really nice. Like, they have them front and center at certain businesses and areas, so it's good.
Yeah.
That, those will need to like collect for our gala. Just so you all know. Yeah.
And agree.
Yeah.
We had the church standing up at the ball diamond on Tuesday for the crown convention.
Oh, yeah.
It was so busy. Oh.
Yeah, yeah, they don't do. We should almost get one, like, of those ones that go in the wind, you know,
Oh,
That would be
and
good.
then that people could borrow. Yeah. Like if they're doing something, yeah.
a banner or something.
Well, the ones that stay in the ground, you know, the little.
Oh, those ones, yeah,
You can put anything on them
yeah.
and they do well. They're designed like to be in the wind, right?
TRC event
Yeah.
Yeah.
To see everything.
each day. So shall we move on then? Okay, so everybody takes a couple of those and pass them out. That's good. Work plan now, number 9, update on work completed or in progress.
Have their plan with us, no.
I'm just looking at the old minutes here.
Oh,
Just so the standee project,
It's still ongoing. We're still getting our last standee or museum one.
excuse me. I was looking at the last minutes about the flag, and I think the National Truth, Center for Truth and Reconciliation, they have flags. There's a survivor's flag. I don't know if that's.
No, was Megan, weren't you gonna check if
there
we have a
some?
flag? Cause it
Brian?
said in that thing,
Brian got it, and he did not
he
know.
never saw it, okay. 'cause it
No,
said
we
it-
wanted it to be shown one time at an event and nobody had
Yeah.
one.
So should we buy one? much are they?
I'm not sure. I might have one. I have to look around.
Oh, okay.
Is that the orange one?
Yeah.
Yeah, the one that's up, it's up in, there's one in Manningham and the circle there. There's one hanging up there.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I don't know. There might be different kinds.
Do you think you have one at a?
This one here is a survivor's flag and it's 105 to 157.
I guess basically.
It's what flag?
Is that white one? Yeah.
Oh, that one, okay.
Yeah. But then I think, I'm not sure if that's the one we had. No.
We had, remember you put one up with mayor and chief, yeah, that was on the 30th, right? You guys put one up
Yeah.
at TIC?
Yeah. And then since then, we wanted to have it at another one, another,
Could not find it.
couldn't find it.
I wonder if it's at the Travel
But it's
Information
orange.
Center.
Yeah.
Can you check that, Ellen, if it's there, just by chance? Yeah.
Kind of went missing after that, so.
So
Yeah.
should we buy one? Do you think we should buy one? Cause it'd be nice to have for.
I have one.
Oh, you
I
have one?
think I have one. Cause I bought it in Thunder Bay, but, I have to look around.
Yeah, okay. Check if you have one. If not, we could buy. One. 'Cause
Yeah,
It'd be nice to have
yeah.
at our Bannock Bake Off. Well, that's the other
Yeah.
thing that we should have mentioned.
The banner.
Is like our Bannock Bake Off is coming up, so
Yeah,
we
no,
need team members. So try to block that date off and help us.
yeah, last time there was me and Dory and Eileen, you were,
Yeah.
Joan and the mayor.
And the mayor.
So there was 5 of us.
Yeah.
And
Two of us had no skills. Yeah. We learned.
Dory and I
Quick
were,
learners.
we
Yeah.
were making that We had to run back and forth.
Because they separated. we didn't know
Yeah.
That would happen. They separated where the pits are,
And where the,
Yeah.
where the cooking.
Because we couldn't have the fire pits on the.
You're not together. Because
No.
we thought Darlene would be able to instruct us, but she was over there.
Yeah.
So then she had to come over and.
Yeah.
I can't commit right now because I might be going to my community for homecoming, so.
What days they can't going to be?
Friday the first, yeah.
Oh,
Already
But we
booked
might
it
be
off,
here,
yeah.
because the first,
Yeah,
okay, you can put me down tentatively, because we wouldn't
Tentatively.
leave until that like
Yeah.
Saturday.
it's Friday the first after the opening ceremonies. Yeah.
Okay,
Day first, okay.
we're gonna have a theme, right?
Yeah, we need one.
What kind of theme?
Just so we have some months to get,
Think of something.
right? I was like,
Next meeting, yeah.
sounds good.
We really want to win this year.
Well, I know,
What a win, yeah.
way to go team.
Yes. And our Bennett is delicious.
Totally love the fact that the group that was the winners, they had people making Bannock and fine Bannock from every continent.
In the, yeah.
That was just brilliant.
Oh,
They did those, weren't they cousins? They were all the cousins.
Yeah.
They had the shirts, you know,
Kissing cousins.
yeah, the happy cousin, happy cousin, this cousin. They all had shirts. It was
So,
very cute. And then the one group had, they were did the tie dye. Remember they actually made tie dyed. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that was brilliant. Yeah,
Yeah.
they dyed all the Bannock different colors and blended it together in tie dye. Yeah.
yeah, well, theme, so
Yeah,
if
think of
anybody
that.
comes up with a theme.
Often the teams sort of choose their own.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Mhm.
we have to think of one. Yeah,
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, for us,
Yeah.
yeah,
what our theme is. Yeah.
okay. We talked about everything else here, blueberry, walks to action, anti-racism sign,
Well, we never talked about the
I don't
sign.
yeah, which anti-racist sign is that? Is that the big one that was up by the train over there?
No, it was by.
Yeah,
Water
by the
treatment
train,
center?
yeah, the
Yes,
water
yes,
treatment
by
plant.
by the water.
Yes,
By
and there
Wendigo.
was one over by,
The
past
highway?
Hallmark, there on the
Oh,
highway there. They
okay.
were falling down.
Yes,
So we had the signs, the school designed the signs last year.
which were those ones?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now he's got a contractor and they're gonna be hung
I
up.
do have an update on that.
Yeah.
So just because Nicole Carboni reached out to Brian McKinnon, CC'd me, and then Brian McKinnon replied back last night. And then he said, thanks Nicole for the follow-up. We have secured a contractor to complete the installation of the signs to avoid further delays. We expect they should be installed within the next month or end of June at the latest.
The whole entire sign structure was wrong.
Are they going to have, sorry to interrupt, are they going to have the students, if they're there, to come and take pictures?
Yeah.
Because that would be.
He's gonna,
Mhm.
so the students who maybe designed the signs last year might not all be around, but she's gonna try to get them.
Yeah, and then us too, like the PRC committee members, yeah, I think a sign to
Yeah.
go take a photo.
Nicely
Yeah.
done.
good. Okay, what else can we talk about?
We're
News,
only getting little things done, like.
Yeah, we're getting things done, like, it makes me feel good.
new site for Memorial Travel Information Center. Be the new site,
The memorial?
and I can update. Oh,
So
is eating.
it's been a little busy trying to get everybody together. There's 2 spots that I've kind of picked out at the TIC property. I just have to meet with municipality first. And then what I'll do is I'll take pictures of the sites, 2 spots. One's actually by the water looking out, and there's actually quite a bit of like room for like.
Substantial garden.
Yeah. So if we decided to like, add on or whatever, that's kind of where I was leaning toward, and then the chamber board also made a few suggestions, so it's, it could start out as one this year and maybe,
And evolve.
yeah,
Yeah.
So nobody's opposed to it by any means. It's just trying to get everybody's schedule so that we can say yes. And then the other part of it is so there is funds, and I just gotta figure out how we apply for the funds. The mat tax fee, I can do the application, no problem. It's just I can't apply for it.
Yeah.
This is a conflict of interest, and then do we, and I'm not sure, like, when it comes to like the committee and with it being the municipality, right? So, let's gotta figure that out.
Well, Megan might know, right? Oh.
I believe that the mad tax, is intended for, community rather than municipal.
This is more of a beautification. It would fall under the beautification.
Mhm.
That's where I would like put it in the, like, to qualify.
No, but I meant more, I'm not sure how they, we would have municipal committees
Yeah.
applying to the mad tax or.
We partnered,
We have to partner with someone.
Yeah,
we
okay.
partnered, like, the folders, the Sioux Lookout, oh my gosh,
Do a thing.
I feel like.
These ones?
Welcoming pack.
Yeah.
We all partnered on that, like
Yes, actual sequel.
Apply rather than the committee to apply.
the municipality.
They know
The people we
Most likely stock photos.
Because it's the money about when I feel
Gotcha.
thing rather than committee.
I thought they were actually like,
Yes, probably.
That, yeah.
I don't think this is anything.
It's something
it looks so real.
Oh, yeah, no, it's real. I mean, like-
goal to do that, find a partner.
One,
who
yeah.
would apply for it, and we would do it together. Yeah,
This was people from.
Cause what we would have to do, like, say it costs,
Ooh,
I don't
that's
know.
big.
At the end of the day, I'm gonna say soil, flowers, the, like,
Jean.
the
Yeah.
structure part of it, right?
Never know.
And let's say 5,000.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah.
So there's a section in there where we need a portion of that.
But we could do the in-kind work, right?
Yeah.
If we went and planted all the flowers ourselves and did the organizational work.
And then who's gonna build it, right?
Mhm.
So that's the other thing I gotta clarify, because it's
Well, it would be nice if,
municipal property.
yeah,
If we get it all together, like, do we have to use
town employees
town employees, or can we just get somebody to do it
ourselves, yeah.
and see if they'll do it, like, for,
Yeah.
like,
In-kind.
yeah. Kind of thing. So those are the few little things that I've been trying to, like, iron out first, so.
And you'd have to the town would have to be involved to make sure there's no infrastructure under where we're digging or anything like that.
Yeah. Hit a water main line. Yeah.
Why don't we apply to, there's like $10,000 available with the National Center for Truth and Reconciliation. There's so I don't know who could I guess partner with,
If we don't partner with anyone, we could do
Yeah.
that through,
yeah,
could our economic development officer do that for us, Megan?
I could look into it.
I don't have one right now.
We were hiring one, yeah.
We're recruitment for one, but it's,
What about Jen? Could she help us with that?
I don't know. She's strategic initiatives now. I don't know if she's dealing with the strat plan and things like that. I don't know if she would be able to. Potentially the culture and tourism intern might be able to.
Oh, okay. You could look into that and find out who could help us with that funding. That would be
Right.
good.
I think we had talked about applying for monies from there for a memorialization thing at
Yeah.
the
Cemetery.
the cemetery, but since Laxwell's not moving on it
Yeah.
yet, then maybe
We could
we
do
can
this
get in
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
for that.
And I with who?
The National Center for Truth and Reconciliation, they have a memorial
Funding.
funding that you could use. I think it's up to 10,000.
And then if it costs us $5,000 to do the garden, then we could use the other $5,000 to get
Yeah.
some kind of art application. in.
Yeah, yeah. Some,
There are other places. I mean, there's the Anglican Church, there's the United.
One, just for
You know.
I'm just going to say, I know,
memorial.
the United Church has a healing fund.
Yeah.
specifically for, stuff around. the
I think
Yeah.
it's another one, right?
I'll dig into that and find to get the information.
Mhm.
And again, they don't, like, the same others can apply for it, but you need a non-profit, and then they can just partner.
Okay.
Yeah. Could it, there's C-
Because I can remember
Yeah.
the,
As a partner?
Not sure. Go to-
Yeah, checks, yeah.
The First Nations group.
Okay. Maybe if no would be interesting.
Yeah.
Free work or something like that.
that one, so it was just one and. I think we could,
Anyway, all right. So that's thank you, Lana, for the update.
Thank you.
one of the reserves.
We're looking at here, Doherty Cal's, council update about the photo.
I know that if it goes through.
I'm just going through the
Yeah.
last minute. Please had,
Our stuff on the website.
Yeah, Jeremy McDonald sent the email saying it's all okay to use his photo.
Is it on there yet? Do we know?
Chris was away, I'm not sure.
photo,
I think that maybe we could still do like a social media post about
Yeah.
like the original name. For the intern who's doing the social media.
Does our website?
Chris.
Chris,
Chris, yeah.
Does it right now, Chris Pollard.
It's done in-house.
yes, I know.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Should put the little like thing together for this.
Yeah,
And then there's a sign that's going to be erected, just so there's something on there, but I don't know how quickly it can change the website, right?
It can change very quickly. If you send me what you want, we can do that. Without a problem. Like he can change it fairly quickly. Now he is going for a conference next,
We better get it to him.
at the first week of June. He's gone for a conference. So if I don't have it, then potentially the intern could assist with that, but I'm not sure if he has publishing permissions.
oh, okay, yeah.
So it might get into play
Is it like,
to get approved.
Well, then I
it's a
think
WordPress website, right? Sorry, like, is it WordPress or?
I have no idea. It's
the thing is,
certificate.
if we put like something on our webpage, because I know we've been wanting to put on like a video of somebody who would kind of like say the name, what it means and all that, like,
I sent him a voice clip, like a
Nice.
clip of someone pronouncing it, but it was difficult to hear. He was gonna try and filter it. I don't honestly know if he's had a chance to try that.
But maybe what he could do is interview Darlene like he does our Christmas greetings with the counts.
Okay.
He
That
could
might
come
be
just
good.
one of our meetings and Darlene can sit out there with her little thing and talk about it and announce it. Yeah.
We should have the website as a running, kind of item on our thing, just
Yeah.
if something we have and we want to.
idea.
It might be.
This is a
Next one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's,
We have a page, right?
I like the idea that are running.
A little bit,
Yeah.
we've redone it.
bits there, right?
Because I find it really difficult. No, I don't find it,
Is it not user friendly?
not to me, it's not. I was looking for something that took me ages to find my way around that.
Then make that.
The-
Oh, okay.
I find that like if you go to the search bar engine at the top right, and just type in like what you want to see, I feel like that's like faster than going through.
It didn't work for me.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But yeah, I just sent Chris, Megan and I CC'd you on the email too, just the PDFs of the door decals in case he ever wants to put it on the website or something. He has it.
Well, if you wanted to put together, like, because I know you do some graphics, if you wanted to put together like a graphic to put up there to say these are the things, and then a little bit of history on that, like the other sides of them,
Okay.
like, however.
Yeah, just like on the like on the front page carousel, right? The one that kind of
Yeah, he was supposed to be doing something
yeah.
about that because there were so many pictures to flip through.
Mhm.
And I did send him the permission from Jeremy to post.
Oh, okay, perfect. Yeah.
'Cause I know he was waiting for that, but truthfully, I don't know after that where it ended up.
Okay.
So it could still be in the process.
With Christian, just send me the dimensions of like what you want it to be, like 20 centimeters, whatever, right? For the website, then maybe. Yeah. So then maybe I'll be okay. I'll do something on Canva and be like, okay, the right dimensions and be like, here you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's no big deal. I can do it on like an afternoon or something.
Amongst all your other.
amongst all my other duties, you know, when I'm like having between meetings or something.
Yeah. Thank you for being.
Yeah,
so
you can
Right.
get into it quite easily. So it's three links, like you have to go to town hall, committees, and truth and reconciliation. And everything is here.
Should be friends there. I'm just kidding.
So it has been updated, it is out there.
Well, like to get to the truth and reconciliation committee, you can get to it, but it doesn't really have, I can't find the pictures.
Because I sent him the,
Yeah,
We're still looking at that aerial view too, right?
Yeah.
So,
yeah, those, I can't really find those easily.
then there's that.
The reference are on here, the meeting schedules, the agendas are here and the minutes, but the other stuff is not here yet.
Okay.
So yeah, it needs to be added. Some pictures.
Mm-hmm. And a sound bite
Yeah.
when we get it. So we should invite him to our next meeting at least.
Can we do that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That way.
Mhm.
Way we can have a good fulsome discussion with him about what and who.
You could clarify.
Yes.
So that.
That is the, when is our next meeting?
June 17th.
Yeah, he's.
Hey, that's the website thing, and anybody want to talk about the cabinet? What's happening with those?
We're still waiting for the rec center to get us the artifacts.
Okay,
So, and we've ordered the pop-up banner for regarding the museum, a call for action, and we've ordered the signs. So once James gets those, I'll send them out to everyone to look at them.
Okay.
Also,
Yeah.
how's the cedar doing up in the cabinets up at the airport now?
How's the what?
Peter,
Is it all dry now?
It's not real.
Oh, it wasn't
Fake.
real?
Yeah.
I
Those are Figure One.
like, you know, these are pretty green. Okay, so it's gonna look great.
We're from Pier 1 and I bought the
Chargers.
like and I bought 16 of them years ago. So whenever I do things, I bring them.
Yes, well, now you don't have to worry about the changing.
They look so real though. I didn't even know they were fake. They look so real.
I was like,
For chargers because they're not level, so your plate's not level. They're perfect for things like that. So I've just used them for displays for,
I was gonna say, good idea, because I'm like, you may want to change the cedar now.
Yeah.
well, we didn't really, well, I mean, if it was real, we would have had to follow protocol.
Exactly,
King ends and everything.
and then changing it. And I think that's like, that might have been a good teaching to have too, right?
Yeah, yeah.
That would be a good teaching.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Cause I know they just had, my son had just gone to a water one.
Oh, yes, at the school, yeah.
Yeah, so we learned about that too, so that was good.
Well, maybe it's something to consider in the future.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the other thing too, if you put real in there and it got too dry,
Oh, yeah, it was gonna,
it would have oil in it that would damage the artifacts
Oh,
too,
yes.
right?
Yeah.
Because,
and we don't want that.
Yeah, because
you can't
the
really have-
moisture would
yeah.
be evaporating
Yeah.
into whatever's inside.
and damage would, and it
Yeah.
would stain it to a,
Yeah.
yeah, so.
Okay.
So it worked out. Because that's why I was like, oh, just change the cedar.
I do have a lot of them, so we can continue to put them in there. I guess
Okay.
it'll be like our little branding, the little
Yes.
mats, yeah.
Okay, good. All right, and I don't know if there's anything else from the work plan that we can discuss. Somebody else?
I think we've gone through everything with our work plan. It's now just executing for the rest of the
Mhm.
year, eh?
We haven't mentioned the names, the working group, so we haven't met. For this, so that should be,
With Tom Terry
yeah,
and
with Tom and,
Brent.
yeah,
Yeah.
and Renee. I did meet with Renee and she said she's willing to meet with us
Good.
and get going.
And I think that Brent would be back in August, would he not? 6 months is August, I think. And I know that he's passionate about that project, yeah.
All right. Okay then, so I guess we'll move on to the next, on the agenda is, item number 10, which is the next meeting date for June 17th.
June 17th.
Sure, I can attend that one, let's see here. Yeah, I might be in Cat Lake that time, so I might not be able to attend. Okay, so just letting you know.
Kaylin is here.
We have to reschedule the workshop to June 16th to 18th. Okay, so number 11, motion to adjourn. We're all done, I think. Yeah, Joan, and then
Seconder.
Naomi, all in favor? Yes. Thank you for the sound.